No, just keep it simple. What you want to do is you always want to sanitize your hands and you want to sanitize your client's hands. Why do you think I have him sanitize his hands?
Well, because he might touch right after.
Right, and if he touches, I've just ripped all the hair out, right? Have you ever noticed you've gotten your brows done and you have those little white pimples or anything?
Yeah.
That's because what's the first thing you do when you get in the mirror is you're like, oh, checking it out, looking for every mismatched brow. So you're putting the bacteria on your hands unless they didn't sanitize. Does it make sense? Especially with all areas. All right, so I'm going to do his without drawing them on, and I'm going to draw for the girls, okay? So do you like yours really cleaned up? Like,
Whatever you think is good.
okay, cool. So I always start in the middle.
Are they laying or sitting when you do it?
Oh, I can do it either way. I prefer them laying just because I don't have to be up in their grill. I like it this way, but it doesn't matter. You guys are hairdressers, right? So you got to learn it sitting. Because the only way it's going to be a service to you guys is if they're sitting in their chair with hair color or they're doing a deep conditioning treatment and you're like, oh, by the way, I do brows for an additional, or let me do your brows complimentary for the first time and get it so you become their one-stop shop. You got it? So your brows are supposed to be the width. This is called your third eye. Have you guys heard that before? Mm-hmm. Do you know why it's called your third eye? Because it's the same width. These are three eyes. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So the width between here is the width between a brow. An eye. And you can measure it by going here and here. See how I took it all off in between? Okay, I'm using one strip. I'm going to fold it. All right, so when I do the brow.
You have a trash can full of you.
Oh, thanks. I'll do a whole sticky situation then toss. Okay, so I always do it in sections. So the first time, I'm going to go right here, right to the point. Same one. Is my hair like your entire camera? Because that happens, I notice, on some of your films. You can move that. It's like poof.
Not at all, you're fine.
Okay, you guys see how I did that? So if I was to do the whole thing and cover it with wax, you're going to get a sad face, right? So if I'm trying to create a point, I'm going to go at an angle. And now I'm going to go down. I'm going to do one at a time for you guys. I like your shoe. So do you guys see how we gave him more of a point right here?
Yep.
Okay. So you always want to go from top and then do the other side. So your brows are sisters. They're not twins. And never are they going to be identical twins for sure. So always know that. Do you guys see the difference? What's your name?
Eddie.
How many hours do you have?
350 something.
Nice. You've never met. Right?
Yeah.
All right. So I like to clean the tops and then I like to come in and trim first because I've gotten the shadow off, you know what I'm saying? So looking at his brows, which one's his better brow to begin with?
The right one?
Right. Okay, why is that?
Because it has a point.
It's got more of a point and it's not as like, right? That's just how he grows. But see, when we lift like this, you see how they're the same? Right? It's the way his head falls. Got it? So, when people tell you that you made their brows not even, you're going to go right behind them and you're going to go like this. And you're going to go, really? you might want to talk to somebody else about that, okay? So that's what it is. We all have a lazy side. My lazy side's my left side, okay? So, did you know that? Hairdressers, right? So if we pull the hair straight up and cut, what's going to happen? It's going to look what? I'm looking for a word. It starts with B. Oh, I got so many jokes I could use right now. So, if you pull the hair up and cut like this, you're going to get a blunt cut, correct?
Yeah.
But if we pull up and over, we're going to get more of a feathered effect, correct? So with brows, you ever see those old men? They're all, you're like, and it's like straight line. That's a blunt cut. We don't want that. You guys should know you want to redirect, is it redirect?
Yeah.
I'm not over direct. Thank you. Oh, she gets a brownie point. Over direct. We don't do that. So we're going to over direct these brows. Do you see how I'm pushing them that way? And then when I cut, so do you see when I go this way, it will fall.
Which way are you over directed?
You always want to go towards your third eye. Because if we over directed it this way, there's nowhere to go. So you got to go the way against the hair. You got great brows. Okay? So a lot of times with men, they have this right here. It kind of goes like crazy. So your best bet when it does that, rather than over directing and redirecting, is to kind of look at it, pull it up, and see if you need to angle it. So for hairdressers, you guys spend a lot of money on your scissors. I get that. That's your main tool, right? For us, I get my scissors at the dollar store. They're little cuticle scissors, right? The ones that are rounded, because it will go with the shape of the eye, okay? You don't need to spend a lot of money on tools if you know what you're doing. Got it? All right.
How long should you wait after you dip before you put it on the skin?
Oh, well, with me, I just did it. I can keep going. As far as the heat wise,
Yeah.
it shouldn't be hot. I can use this on him without checking it. It's not hot, right? It should feel just like normal. Yeah. If you made your wax too hot, you'll know. But once you get it to your temperature, then you'll know. And I'll show you. Their consistency needs to be like honey. So you guys see, I'm going underneath here. Okay, and I just built on my property. My garage just turned into a whole entire another home for waxing. So if you do this right, you definitely can make a big business out of it. It's me and my husband. He stays at home, and this is what we do. So if you get a lot of clients for waxing and hair, you can really, 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 really be successful. So you guys see how I did that? Did you guys see how I pulled the hair down? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to check to make sure there's nothing there, and pull.
You're fine.
That never happens.
Don't care.
You think he's worried about that? Or are you worried about that?
No.
Eddie's the most relaxed guy I've ever met, I think.
And then I'm just going to go right here where he has any extra.
So you're gonna go over the same area
With this
twice.
wax, yeah, but I'm kind of going lower down, but you can. So I'm gonna do the other side, and then I'll go in and tweeze any randoms.
I would appreciate that.
Same thing. Does anyone have any questions?
Why did you choose that? What was the name of the wax again that you used?
Why do I choose this wax? Because I didn't have an option. It's wax press. Because I was using aromatics for probably 20 years and they discontinued. So I just started using this one. I don't like honey wax. A lot of people are allergic to honey. So it's gonna
So what is a wax press though? What exactly?
www.waxxpress.com. Hashtag. Yeah. I'm a jackass, I apologize. But no. I'm on waxpress.com. Waxpress.com. No, I'm just kidding. Just Google it, you'll find it. But I can get it for you guys. If you guys want it, I'll get it for you. But it is wax press. Oh no, I only use strip wax. I don't use hard wax.
Okay.
Is there not a reason why?
I don't fix anything that's not broken. And I built a whole clientele working with, I do bikinis with soft wax. So I do it in 10 minutes. And with hard wax, it takes a lot longer and it's not as clean. So you guys see these here? I'm gonna get these little baby ones. Speed waxing. I can wax the entire body, tip to toe, and quicker, real quick. Like, yeah, mark it.
Yeah.
Because I broke some. Cool. Do you like those? No, just keep it simple.